Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. We know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Yesterday was just crazy with the rain. I was doing a training session and got done, and we walk outside, and it's just pouring down raining. It's like, wait a minute. I walk inside at 4 o'clock, and it's sunshine. I come out at 5 o'clock, and you can't walk around because it's raining like cats and dogs out there. So, anyway, got to see some good stuff last night. We had a good show yesterday. We were at Rococo's for the Rococo Hot Chicken Wednesday, which is fantastic if you have not had it over there. And then, of course, we were joined by my guy PJ Mills, former wide receiver for the OU Sooners, and of course, he had on that ugly OU shirt. He had to, put it all on me and stuff. I had to take some Benadryl after because I can't be touched by that ugly color red. But anyway, on a funny note, on a better note, NBA was so. Ended up watching the OU softball game instead. We went to Cats last night, sat on the patio and smoked cigars, and but then we ended up going inside because the game got rain delayed. So we went inside to watch the NBA game, and then of course went back outside once the game got going. And the Sooners, they did what they needed to do, as what we figured. They beat Florida State 5-0, and you can see the stat line right there. Florida State, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Oklahoma, OU, five runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. And if you're going to beat OU, they don't make errors. And so if you're going to beat them, you can't afford to not take advantage when they give you errors. If they give you runners on base, you have to bring them in. But the ace she was on fire last night for the Sooners, and they had her that one time, runners on second and third, didn't get it done. And I said to everybody after that, I said, this game's over. It's over with now. And I want to say the play by the center fielder last night for both teams. First of all, Florida State reaching up and grabbing that, taking the home run away from the Sooners. That was one of the best plays I've seen. And then, of course, the Sooners center fielder not wanting to be outmatched. Long hit, should have been a double, and came off the ridge. She caught it and fired a bullet. And literally the Florida State girl just looked up like, you have the ball, I'm out. Like literally amazed because this girl can run. But that throw off the wall, catch, turn, spin, boom, bullet right there. And you could just see, really, the look on her face was priceless. But anyway, Sooners took care of business in game 1 of the series. Tonight is game 2 at 6:30. There at Hall of Fame Stadium there, and still, I still don't understand the reasoning behind wanting to move from Hall of Fame Stadium. I get the weather can be a little crazy, but I'm sorry, it is just packed. And then you talk about wanting to grow the game. You're right there where the softball Hall of Fame is, so all these little girls can get up and see all their heroes, or if they don't know much about it, they can find out about it. Also, little boys and if you're just a sports fan, if you've never been there, I implore you to go check out the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame. When I had my show Inside High School Sports, we did a show from Hall of Fame, from the softball Hall of Fame, and that was in, I want to say 2000, 2001. something like that. But anyway, we did a show from there, and I'm just going to tell you it's a beautiful place there, and they've upgraded it since then. And it's just, dude, I tell you what, you need to go visit it. It is worth the time. So anyway, OU tonight trying to close it out. Went in their 53rd game in a row. We're going for their 53rd in a row with the chance to close them out and for their third straight national championship. And I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was laughing at him because he's sitting there saying, who is the coverage gonna be about today, OU or the NBA? I'm like, nobody cares about softball other than the people in Oklahoma and the people who are playing in Florida State or whatever. The general uh, public in it at large, they care about the NBA Finals. They do not care about softball. We care about softball because we love the game. Oklahoma State is up and rising program. They're trying to get to the level of the Sooners, which we may or may not reach, but we're getting there. And also, I was talking to him about the runs and how this is important that OU wins their third in a row because then you match Arizona, you match UCLA. You have to match these great programs that went on these historic runs. You have to match them, so they've got to get their third in a row. And then I say take this winning streak that you're doing because it'll be 53 after this. Stretch that out to some ridiculous number, kind of like what UConn did. Now they talk about UConn has the best record in the history of basketball, women's basketball. Not basketball, because men's basketball is completely different. There's not going to be another UCLA that dominated for 88 games in a row or whatever ridiculous number it was, and of course they got beat. And Bill Walton talked about that, how they got beat by North Carolina State in the finals. But when you are semifinals, when you go back and you look at it, and you look at the historic runs, teams are going to, like I said, I'm not trying to be mean or whatever. I'm not trying to hate on OU or anything, but all runs come to an end. UCLA's dominance came to an end. Arizona's coming to an end. OU's will come to an end at some point as well. Now, will they still be good? Will they still be relevant? Yes. But the dominance, it doesn't matter. Football, basketball, baseball, you have a run of dominance that is your run. When you look at football, you look at the dominance of football, how in the NFL or in college football. OU had their run in the 70s. Then Nebraska had their run. Now it's Alabama had their run. Now it's Georgia's turn. I mean, everybody goes through a time where it's their run. They have that run of dominance, okay? So in basketball, you look at the same thing. UCLA had their dominance. Kentucky's really never, I don't think, reached the full potential of what they should have been. But basketball and the March Madness, the beauty of it is anybody can beat anybody now. With the three-point shooting line being where it is, anybody can beat anybody. If you get hot, you can beat a team if you're the 16th seed, which we've seen, versus the 1 seed. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're not ready to play. And remember, the first game is always the hardest to win in the NCAA. I can testify to that. It's the hardest one to win. But when you get past that and you get past the jitters and you get past all of that, then it's a lot easier to get it done. So that being said, OU, I still think they're not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying you're going to have a run of dominance. It is what it is. And then it's going to be over. Because eventually teams are going to catch you because the girls and the boys are getting bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic. It's the times. They're getting more help. They're getting more pitching. They're getting more teaching, because I train kids now, and I see my kids, just the development of them. And how many kids that I've helped go to college. And I don't take credit for them. Like I've always said, my job as a trainer, my job as a coach is to help you be the best version of you. You're not going to get to the next level because of me. You're going to get to the next level because of you, because of your work, because of your attitude, because of the things you decide to put out there. That's what's going to make you get it now. I'm just going to tell you, if you do this, this, and this is what will happen. But I'm not the one that's doing it. You got to be the one that did it. I did this, this, and this, which got me where I needed to be. But you have to do it. So if you're going to get it, it's up to you, not me. I can't really help you. I mean, I can coach you, I can teach you, all of that. But at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to make the decision to put in the work because I can't do it. Now, last night we talked about this in the NBA, the Nuggets and the Heat. The Nuggets just made the adjustments that they needed to make, and I talked about this yesterday when when I was on there with PJ at Rococo's, and Drew Hinthorn of Husker Drew Picks came on, and Drew took the under, which he was good, and then he took the Heat +3 or whatever it was, and I said I agree with the under, and I said because I believe the Nuggets were going to make the adjustment, and that they needed to make from game 2. Now I believe the Heat will make the adjustment in the game 4. That's kind of what I believe. I know that Miami's going to do whatever Miami's going to do, but I believe the Heat will make the adjustment that is necessary for them to be competitive in game 4. And now, what did Miami do? What did the Nuggets do? First of all, they didn't allow them to have 26 wide open threes, which that's just complete lack of effort on defense. That's all that is. That's lack of effort. That can be changed. You can do that, which they did. They talk about, which we will we're talking about NBA news. We could talk about this. We'll do it now too as well. When the two guys had the triple-double. And then I saw a thing today when I was talking about what Kobe and Shaq did. Well, Shaq had 32, 20, 9 rebounds, but he also had 9 blocks. Kobe had 32, 9, and 6 or something like that. So it's been close before. With that last rebound by Jamal Murray, I'm like, come on now. But they did count it because it was a rebound. But it is a rebound. And he got it, and he got the triple-double. So my take from the game was this, is that the Nuggets did what they needed to do. Jamal Murray showed up, but who else showed up? The role players, the support players that they needed to have. Who didn't show up for Miami? Right in the beginning of the game, I see Max Strus doing a spin move, try to do a spin move scoop. I was like, what the hell are you doing? That ain't out your game. And then all of a sudden, Gabe Vincent comes across trying to shoot a fade away, whatever. And I went, this game's over. These guys are trying to do more than they're capable of. They're not playing within themselves. They're not doing what they need to do. This game's over. And what ended up happening? The game was over. Because I'm just like, you guys aren't – this is not who y'all are. You need to shoot your threes. You need to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented in front of you. That's what you need to do. But that's not what they did. Guys are trying to do too much. And, when you talk about the Thunder, they do the same thing when Dort starts going in there trying to do too. Dude, you're not a scorer. Now, I've said this before. The difference between a shooter and a scorer is a shooter catches the ball and just shoots. It has to be provided to him, kind of like a Michael Porter Jr. He's not really a scorer. He's a shooter. Then you have your scorers, which is an SGA, a Josh, J-Dub. Those are scorers. The guys can get the shot off the dribble by themselves, jump shots, go take you to the hole, whatever. Those are scorers, okay? Now, Jamal Murray is a scorer, and that's what he is. Max Strus, Gabe Vincent's more of a scorer than Max Strus. Max Strus is more of a shooter. Dude, just catch the ball and shoot. Don't try to do more than what you're capable of. And same thing with Austin Reeves. When he tries to do too much, he gets him in trouble. Catch the ball, shoot it, take it to the basket, shoot a little fadeaway. Yeah, that's all great. Don't try to do more than that, bro. Do not try to do more than you're capable of. Stay within your game. Do not get the big head and start listening to these people about how great you are. No. Know your game and understand what you can and cannot do. And the Miami Heat, Strus, and Vincent, when they came out right at the beginning of the game, I said, this game's over. And we were at Cass when I said that, and people were looking at me like, what are you doing? I said, this game's over. These guys are trying to do stuff they can't do. And that gets you that starts you on the wrong path right off the beginning. And I'm sure that they will fix that. And then the next thing is that they didn't let them shoot the threes, like I was talking about. They got it their hands in their faces. The 60% of their shots were contested. Now, the question is, what do you do? What are the adjustments Spoelstra has to make in Game 4? Well, one, you don't think Jamal Murray is going – he's a streaky guy. He's not that great. He's a good player. He's not a great player. He's not even an all-star. But he's a good player. So you got to make sure that you get up in him and don't let him get off. Jokic is going to do what Jokic does. Is he still the best player in the NBA? They can say what they want to. I'm still going to take Giannis. I'm taking Giannis over him because Jokic has been doing this same thing that he's doing now okay, since he's been in the league. This is nothing new than what he's been doing, especially the last couple of years. The difference is now he has role players around him who can get the shot, knock the shots down, who can do all this. But I'm going to take Giannis, who can play defense, as well as go give me 40, as well as give me 10, 15 boards, and give me a few assists. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take him every time over him. I'm not taking Jokic. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. Joined by my guy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's up, homie?
Man, I'm going to start going by Nostradamus, I think.
Well, now you missed the +3. You missed the +3.
That's about it.
That's about it yesterday it was. You were on fire.
Yeah.
You've been on fire for the last month, really, overall.
I mean, OU was a bunny. That was an easy one. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I tell you what, we were watching the game last night, and I was talking about those plays. The one of the outfielder, the left fielder for, or was she the center fielder for? I think she was the left fielder for Florida State, jumping over and robbing her of that home run. That's one of the best plays I've seen. And then the OU center fielder, the one hop off the wall with the bullet to the girl. And I still talk about that Florida State. The look on her face was like, I'm out. Like, are you serious?
And then you had where Florida State had second and third and didn't score, and then OU comes in the bottom of that inning and scores.
Yep.
I mean, just like, just respawn.
Yeah, and you know what, Drew? Like I was talking about, I said OU, they had 2 errors. That was the time to get them. And that inning you're talking about, when she got through that, I'm saying, this is over.
Yep.
It's over. You got a chance to get her, and you didn't get her, yeah, you're done. She's not giving you anything else. She's shutting y'all down. But that throw, Drew, off the wall, I mean, I was like, wow. But you're right. But what a great game it was, though, Drew.
Yeah, why are they playing early today? Because I think it's
6:30. Yeah, 6:30. Well, the game was a little bit earlier because
4 o'clock.
Huh? They moved it?
Yeah, 4 o'clock, about an hour.
Okay, well, they moved it up because of the rain. I bet you the chance of rain, that's what that is. But I mean, I tell you what, I'll be interested to see that. I should have went to that. We could have went to the game last night, but by the time the guy offered me tickets, it was too late. I said, man, you can't offer me tickets an hour before the game. I can't do that. You know?
Yeah, I've been crazy busy, man. I'm up with the Crows and out with the Eagles.
Yep. I mean, well, you're supposed to, man. You're making money. DT Construction and Consulting rolling, man.
Hey, we're rolling along. We're starting to come along.
Yep. It's a good thing. So, now what did you think about the game last night?
Well,
NBA.
I mean, it went back basically like I thought it was going to go. You know, I mean, I thought it'd be a very physical game. I thought that, which it was, and I really thought Miami would play a little better. I don't know how many point blank layups they missed last night. I lost count. There was quite a few, but you know, I thought Denver would play better. I thought they would adjust. I really think that I really thought in that third quarter that Miami would come out and do a little something, but they did the exact opposite and just folded.
Folded.
I don't know. I think game 4 is big. I think they'll play with some desperation in game 4, and I still think it's going to go 7.
Yeah, I think Spoelstra will make the adjustments that he needs to make, and then second of all, Strus and Gabe Vincent are not going to be out there trying to do stuff they're not capable of, fadeaways and all that, spin moves, scoop.
And then Jokic got away with 2 or 3 fouls in the first half that they didn't call, which could have completely changed the game. And then, like you said,
Murray,
role player for the Heat, number 2. No.
Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent.
Vincent. He picks up his 3rd foul in the second quarter, and he never really got on track.
Yeah, I just thought that, you know, that NBA got what they wanted.
Yep.
And, you know, but to say that it's rigged, I'm not going to go there.
I'm not saying it's rigged.
No, I'm not saying that.
I
but
think that there were some missed calls against Jokic.
Yeah, I'm just saying is that the NBA got what they wanted. They wanted them to win. Now the thing is going to be, the calls are going to be the exact opposite because they're going to want the Heat to win because the longer this goes, the better it is for the NBA.
Well, that, and you had how many games did they miss with the Lakers and the Nuggets? You know, advertising and all that.
Oh yeah,
since that game only went 4, so they're gonna make up for it.
Yeah, they're going. They got to. And then how about I was looking at the NBA news, and Chris Paul got released by the Suns.
Yeah, I saw that. What do you think that puts a little pressure on Kyrie to sign with the Lakers, or?
No, I think that Chris Paul, needs to go somewhere else.
Right.
I don't. I think Chris Paul needs to go somewhere where he can play limited minutes. He doesn't have to play as many minutes as he needs to. That they can have a good point guard backup that can play more minutes, but have him at the end of the game would be perfect. But at the
I
same,
like seeing win a ring. I like seeing go somewhere to win a ring.
well, yeah.
I like Chris Paul.
Well, see that limits where you're going to go.
Yeah, Boston.
Boston, Lakers.
If
Well, the
they get
problem.
rid of Smart.
Well, then that gives them ability to trade Smart. They can
does.
trade Marcus, and they can get
Yep.
some good. They can get something out of him.
They
But
can go and get somebody else that they need and bring in Chris Paul on a
Yep.
1-year deal and try to win a ring.
well, the thing is with the Lakers, I like him with the Lakers. I liked him better with the Lakers when he was supposed to be traded there 7 years ago or 8 years ago, and he'd have a couple rings.
Yep.
By now,
100%.
So that I liked him better then because him, Kobe, and Paul Gasol, oh my God, all with the same mental attitude about going hard and being in your face. That would have been a great matchup, I think. But that's just me. But anyway, you got him with. I think he'd be a great place for him. Also, is Milwaukee playing with Giannis. That'd be a good role for him to get a chance to get a ring. That's about it. I mean, there's only 3 or 4 spots.
If Philadelphia if Harden doesn't sign with Philadelphia, he can fit in there.
Now he'd fit real well with Philly, real well. That might be the missing piece. But like I said yesterday, the other day, he doesn't care. I don't think winning a ring matters to him. I think he tried last year. He took a $15 million pay cut. It didn't work. And now I think he's like, well, man, screw all this. I want to go party. I want to, dude, why would you take a night off and take in your private jet and fly to Vegas for the night? I mean, really?
Because you've got too much money and don't care.
I know. And that's my thing is that to me, you show me that you don't have what it takes to get it done. So anyway, but on the screen here, Drew, I've got the Nuggets, Jokic, and Murray were the first teammates to have a triple-double in the finals, which I saw a thing, and it was talking about Kobe. It was comparing Kobe and Shaq's best finals game, where Shaq
What's up, boys?
Hey, what's up, B? What's up? But anyway, they were showing that game where Kobe had.
What up, high stick?
Yeah, well, Kobe had 32 and 9 and 6, and Shaq had 29, 30 or whatever it was, 20 rebounds, 8 assists, and 9 blocks.
You talk about Murray and Jokic?
Yeah, and then versus Shaq and Kobe.
Okay, I mean, definitely Shaq and Kobe better, but I think, Murray was out for, 2 years with a torn ACL?
A little over a year.
First time he's been back, he's been out for a while, so it's good to see him back,
Well, he's been here the whole year. He's been the whole year.
I know.
He just missed last year.
I don't think he's been 100% healthy, though, since the bubble.
No, he has not been back.
No.
He's not 100%. Agreed.
Yeah, he was out for about 2 years, I think, with his torn ACL.
Well, it was after the bubble. He came back.
Yep.
And that was right at the end, so he took all of that 1 year off.
Which he needed, which he needed, and I think now he's starting to come back to form.
Right, he's still not out there
They got
yet.
him on a discount.
No, he signed the max on his
for his like stature, but like he could now.
This next contract they're gonna pay him. The next one he's gonna get paid. But you remember though, you don't get the super max unless you're all NBA.
Yep.
So if he's not all NBA, he ain't gonna get there. But he's gonna get the max.
But he's gonna get another pay raise, and good for him. I mean, he came back from injury, came back strong. Good for him. But I think Shaq and Kobe, 100%. Nobody compares to that, really.
No, there's no. Well, when Shaq was in shape, right, Drew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When Shaq was in shape, but like I was,
him and Penny were a pretty picture too.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, nothing like him and Kobe.
I like Penny.
Penny whenever he was young was nice.
Dude, I like Penny a lot. I like Penny Hardaway a lot. I really liked. He was nasty.
I do too.
He was nasty.
I like them together.
Yeah,
especially with the young Shaq, thin and nimble. I like.
But Shaq realized he had to go somewhere else to win a ring. He was not going because he wasn't going to win a ring.
Yeah, you got to respect that.
He wasn't going to win a ring where he was at.
So, I'm going to give you a little Sports Center update that they just quoted what I say about the Brewers in a day game. They said, well, you got to watch out for that sunshine coming from the left field fence. It really keeps these runs down. No kidding. That's what I've been telling you guys for a year and a half.
Yeah, you did. You said that.
Jeez. Day games ain't happening.
3-0, top 7. We can give up 6 runs.
That's ridiculous. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and do your picks today, Drew. Since we're already on it, we might as well just go right there. You got the Braves, money line 166, shocking.
How about the Braves last night? Dude. I mean, did the Mets really talk trash and say throw it again and then get beat
awesome.
2 nights in a row?
Throw it again. I mean, unbelievable.
Mets, Jets, Nets, Jets.
Mets,
Who cares?
The Mets, Nets, Jets, Clippers.
All the same, dog.
All the same, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty good last night. That little 2-run jack in the bottom of the 8th inning to beat them. That was beautiful.
I saw that, man, and then my Dodgers got beat by the Reds too. That was actually a great game. Good call on the over on that, Drew.
Yeah, and we'll just go ahead and segue that into the under today for the Dodgers Reds and a little final update. Dodgers 6, Reds nothing. Final.
Yep.
And that went under.
Nailed it.
Yep. Then Oilers,
and
Brewers.
Kershaw was on the mound through a shutout.
Well, you got Orioles and Brewers under 9.
Yeah, we're 3-0, top of the 7th or bottom of the 7th. And,
got
plenty of room there.
Start tightening up.
And then you got Giants, Rockies over 11.5.
Let's see what we got here. Giants, Rockies over 11.5. We got Rockies 4, Giants 1, bottom of the 3rd.
Oh, that's
Plenty
not bad.
Time. Plenty of time.
Now, you guys, we're gonna release over here because Ben sent me some great some great news. Texted that Vikings released Dalvin Cook. How do y'all feel about that?
Boy, Dallas needs to go get him.
They need a running back. Yeah. A lot of teams need him.
I think he's going to be a great signing for somebody that's going to give him a middle of the road running back thing. Probably give him a few incentives.
Wait, did you call him? You called Dalvin Cook middle? You called Dalvin Cook middle of the road?
No, he's going to get that money though.
Oh, okay, middle of the road money.
He's going to get middle of the road money. He's not going to get top of the line money. So he's a little bit worn. I think he's a great receiving back too as well. I think he'd do great if you added him to a stable of maybe you had maybe Kamara and him would be nice. You put one of them out on the flat or something. Do something different. But I think he's gonna. I think you sign him to an incentive contract and you make him go earn that money, get those touchdowns. But I think that's a great weapon for somebody.
Well, see, the problem is like somebody was telling me about when we were talking about Chiefs grabbing DeAndre Hopkins. I'll go, if you put him on an incentive base, he's going to cause drama. I need the ball more so I can get paid.
Want the ball.
Yeah, I'm going to get paid. So that's the only problem I have with that. Now, DeAndre's, I don't know if y'all saw that, where he's going to talk to the Titans. I'm like, yeah, you found out the Bills don't want you, the Chiefs don't want you, Cowboys don't want. I mean, everybody's like, look, we're not giving you OBJ money. That's not happening.
I really thought he was going to the Bills. I really did.
The Bills really. I mean, you got Gabe Davis.
He's good friends with Vaughn, so Vaughn Miller. I really thought that. And he was saying he was actively recruiting him, so I really thought.
Yeah, but it's the money. It's the money.
Now, Dalvin Cook's from the Metroplex, right? He's from the Texas area, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, he looked good with a star on the side of that helmet.
That would
feed him like $6 or $7 million, and then you say, "Hey, go get 500 yards," or something like you to make easy incentives.
Boy, you put him in that lineup, and you're putting Dallas right up there with some of the favorites to win it.
By the way, Tony is taking reps in practice, so it looks like he's going to be back.
Sure, but they're going to need him.
Yeah, they're going to need him. They're going to need him.
Yeah. And
Dalvin Cook be a nice little insurance policy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I think you have Dalvin Cook, you have Tony Pollard, and you have Deuce Vaughn. Dude, that's a nice threesome right there. That's not bad.
And the guy from Tampa Bay.
Oh, I forgot about him, but still.
Yeah, the running back from Tampa Bay that they signed.
Well, then do you really need him then?
Well, maybe. I'd rather have him than the running back. You can always cut the running back from Tampa Bay.
Yeah, true. Well,
Dalvin's a good receiving running back too.
He's
like a Tony Pollard. You could have both of them back there, and you could flatten both out and do.
Philly will be all over him. Philly will be all over him too.
Philly's loaded. They have no. I don't think they have any room to put him, and they have no money.
That's what I'm saying. Incentive base, and you make the incentive bases low. I think that's a new way of the NFL. Is you make you do it like you put a guy on the defensive line. You say get one sack.
But see, Ben, I think that incentives counts against your deal for the next year.
No.
No, I think
That's all.
no. I'm
That's
talking
all
about
pocket.
no. I think the incentive part of it, the reason why a lot of teams don't do that too much is because that counts against because that's money spent, so that counts
Yeah,
against you
it just
next year.
doesn't count against the cap.
Next year, not this year. Next year,
Yep.
not this year. You get away with it this year, but it counts against you next year. That's why so many teams don't really do too much of that because of the simple fact that it kills you on the following side. They're not going to let you get away with free money. You're going to have to pay the
And
piper
they've
at
been
some
doing
point.
it. Those teams been doing it.
Yeah, but
The
the
damn
teams.
Eagles have been doing it, I think.
Yeah, but
Good Lord.
but what I'm saying is
Chiefs too.
the Chiefs,
too.
but the Chiefs do it to a certain extent. That's why they let them go after that because it counts against them the following year. So they're like, we're done.
Yeah, and then I know
They
the
get rid
Saints
of
were
them.
screwed. What was it, a year and a half ago?
Yep.
The Saints were absolutely screwed. They were like almost negative 100 million or something
Yeah,
like that.
because of doing that, you can't.
All the dead cap and all that.
Yeah, you
crap
got to
they
be
had
careful
going
on how you do it.
Michael Thomas, they had all that stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Now the Giants cancel practice due to the smoke from Canada. Dude, I saw this thing in Washington D.C. I was like, man, that smoke. God dang, dude, those are serious fires.
Well, they're saying Philly is the basically Philadelphia is the center of the whole thing right now. It's like the worst air quality in the country. No better place.
I saw that in Detroit were the two worst, and then
you think anybody in Philadelphia noticed a difference in that crap hole?
No, they don't even care.
Oh my God, there you go, Drew.
I have some buddies up in New Hampshire, and they were sending me pictures, and they were saying, yeah, like even our air quality is low here. So
well, there's a high risk air quality in Oklahoma today.
Yep. So I mean, it's going around, man.
Hey, well, as long as you're not outside, you're fine, though. You know,
damn Canadians.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then I know a bunch of people were pissed off that the Yankees were playing because like they were outside and like trying to do the game and all that crap. So
there's some pretty funny memes going around today with Smokey the Bear and Canadian suit. Pretty funny.
Yeah,
but
yeah, there's some good stuff, especially because they're the friendly ones today.
Man, I tell you, dude, y'all cry. You two, y'all don't take any. Y'all are just hard.
I mean, they're
man.
just mad because they don't have anybody in the Stanley Cup Finals, so now they got to run it for everybody.
They haven't had anybody since like 2003 years.
Yeah,
no, they had the Canadians, but besides the Canadians the other year when they in the COVID bubble, other than that,
that's like KU not making the basketball tournament.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad. Speaking of that, hey, I want to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic. You can contact my guy Russell Williford over there if you have any needs for any computers, software to be written to make your office run smoother. They're more than happy and capable of doing that. If you have a need for any website design, they can do all that. But the thing I love about them most is they can remote in and they don't have to come and disrupt your office. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, my guy Mark Long is the dude for that. They love to be behind the scenes. Yes, and then, of course, by the way, I saw Jose yesterday, Drew. You saw him last night, Ben, did you? You saw him, Ben, didn't you, last night, Jose?
I'm about to have to give Jose a call. He called me the other day. I owe him a phone call back. I haven't forgot about you, buddy. I got a investment property that we're about to do some demo on, so I'm going to need you.
Yeah, and
he was in the bar last night.
Yeah, he was on full display last night. He was running his mouth left and right.
Legend.
Yeah, then Ben, we were outside. We went outside, and he was running he was holding court over there. And we were outside over there on the wall over there last night.
Did the Broncos win something? That
It's OU. It's OU. He's running his mouth. He was running his mouth about OU.
We need to bring him on and ask him about who they're going to hire for the U.S. men's team.
Yes,
for coach.
Oh yeah, we need to talk
bring
about
him on and ask him about that.
Yeah, because the CONCACAF is coming up soon too, so we need to talk about that.
We need to bring him on about that.
Yeah, we need to do that. Max and Greg Nafee, we appreciate everything they do for us as far as sponsoring, and then YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, and a sponsor of us to go out and do remote live streams at Black, minority, and women-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go in and see the guys because they are a personal bank and they do want to see you. So you can go by the main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon.
Go in there and see Nathan Taylor and Carson Wright and Ken Hess and Joe Hornman.
The Hornman.
Yeah. Sable, Carolyn. They'd be glad to see you. Come on down. Shake little hands. Have some Snickers. I mean,
Oh yeah, well you had to
don't
go
meet
upstairs
people
and get the
both.
Snickers from the commander's office. Good luck on that. I don't know if Tammy's gonna let. I don't know if Tammy's gonna let you come up there and steal anything from there.
I get like a handful every time I go up there.
Well, you can. I don't think the average person can go in there and do that. YNB East over on the Parkway in 66th. YNB Mustang at 218 North Mustang Road. The YNB Parkway, which is on Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40 at Garth Brooks, like literally as soon as you exit and you go south, it's right there in front of Integris Hospital. And then, of course, YNB Peoples on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. You can go in and see our guy, Eddie or Dennis. Either one of those guys will be more than happy to take care of you. So either one of those will be there for you so they can hook you up and be there. Either one you want to do. And then, of course, our newest sponsor, DT Construction and Consulting. You can contact them at 405-209-4051 if you have any needs for some roofs or just some remodeling. They are the people to talk to. And, you know, one thing, they are respectful, local, and loyal. So, hey, if you got an issue, hit him up. He'll be more than happy to answer your call because Drew does answer the phone. Or you can email them at dtconstruction2015 at outlook.com.
Hey, and speaking of that, I need them to come by. Drew, you're gonna have to come by. You're gonna have to come check something out. I got some cabinets I got to get redone. If you can help me out with that,
we can do that. I'll send some stuff that we did out in Edmond. We did some cabinets out there. They turned out great. We refurbished some and repurposed some that we got out of a demo cell. So we can definitely do that. Like I said, no project is too small. We'd be happy to help you. I know everybody gets busy in the summer. You see roofs going up all around you. Don't think you get your roof done, but give me a call. I'll answer it on the first or second ring. And depending if I got little girls running around, if I don't, I'll usually grab it on the first ring.
Well, especially if it's Faith.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And she normally has my phone. So if you get a little 5-year-old to answer the phone, just tell her to put Dad on the phone.
Yeah, go ahead, Ben. What were you saying?
I just need a little kitchen remodel and a door removal.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
send me your address, Ben, and we'll come by and take a look at it.
Will do, buddy.
Okay. Now, guess what tonight is, Ben? G Knights and Panthers game 3.
I can tell you what it is.
On TNT tonight at 7 o'clock.
Working. Wish I could beer to and watch this dang game.
But you can watch it as you're walking through, serving.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'll see a little bit of it. But, I mean, hockey's the same way. I don't know if I imagine it's the same way in basketball. You don't really, win the series until you win on the opponent's
win on the road.
court or ice.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be a big game tonight. I do think that's going to go over again. I bet the last 2 overs there, 5.5. Those are both easy. This one I'm going to bet it again. They bumped it up to 6. But I think if it does go to overtime, it's going to be 3-3. So I think you're going to hit that.
I was going to ask you if you like the overs. I'm sitting here looking at that game right now, and
I like
everybody's heavy. Everybody's heavy on the Panthers.
Yep. I'm not going to bet on either team. I got too many futures on those both teams, so I can't really bet on the teams. So I got some nice tickets on those that I bet in October. So those will cash out pretty well, regardless. But I'm going to take the over on this one, and I'm also going to take Alex Pietrangelo, defenseman for the Knights. I'm going to take him over 2.5 shots. That was plus 136, I believe. I'm going to take that as well. And then and I'm also going to take first period goals, and it was over 1.5, and I'm going to take that. It's going to be, I believe whenever I took it, it was plus 110. It might have dropped a little bit. It might be right around there. But I also might sprinkle the draw just because I think they've all gone to overtime. If you just want to sprinkle $10 on it to win 32, you can go ahead and do that. It's plus 320.
There you go.
Well, man, you just laid that out. You just laid that right on out there. God dang, Ben. Okay, anything else you want to leave out?
I may have to put that up on HuskerDrewPicks.com.
I mean, that's nice.
I would, but every time I do it, Ben lays an egg. So
oh no, I've been known for laying eggs, and you know how it goes. All the ones you don't post, you win. So then you post and you lose every freaking one. Well,
that's why people don't realize how hard it is. And I come on here and give my picks.
Oh crap!
They're out there.
And you give out, and you're going over 54%. 60%, and people. Yeah, that's a freaking hell of a run. So yeah, but that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm also gonna Big Bob in net for Florida. I think he's gonna come out strong tonight. I'm going to take him on the over 29 saves. It was minus 112, but I'm also going to take that.
I like that.
Just 29 saves. So I think we'll see. But I'm gonna run around tonight. There's not much hockey left, so I'm gonna be a degenerate and I'm gonna go around.
What about Jack Eichel points? Half a point. Over.
He's the guy that got smashed by Kachuk there in the middle of the ice. He came back out, got that assist after. Did you guys get to see that play where Mark Stone broke his stick, then came out, got the stick back? I sent you guys that video. I don't know if you guys got to see it. But,
I don't think I saw it now.
So the manager on the side, he comes over and he grabs his backup stick. You see it's broken. He goes and gives it to Mark Stone. Mark Stone lays somebody out without a stick, comes over, grabs a stick from the bench from the guy that was like clearly on it, goes over there, passes the puck, goal. Like, it was awesome.
Wow.
I sent him that snap. You have to see it.
Well,
but yeah, no, it's going to be a good game tonight. I do see it being close, but I do see it going over the 6. Vegas clearly caught on to the over 5.5, and that was a great win the last couple of games. But hopefully we can get some more goals and have some good action. I mean, it's on TNT. It's been good. I think it's great for the. Yep, I think it's been great for everything. There's been a lot of action. You see, Vegas is.
What do you think about it being? What do you think about it being on TNT?
I love it because Turner is they're a little more forgiving than ESPN. So so like the TNT guys, they can really let it loose a little bit. They kind of let them go. I mean, it even goes back to WCW back in like the 90s. I mean, it goes back to that, to where Turner was, they're trying to be a little different. They've always been that way, and I think they'll continue to be that way. And I like the way that they have their broadcasts. I like the guys. I mean, they have Wayne Gretzky on there, Chris Chelios, Mark Messier. I mean, they got a bunch of guys. But Biz Nasty, he's awesome on there. So they got a bunch of good fellas on there, and I really do respect the way that TNT does it, and I think they're trying to add a little bit of a different, feel to the game.
All right.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. We got disconnected on Facebook. We had to reconnect. So anyway,
you're all good.
I was going to ask y'all this: did you see the thing about Lionel Messi?
Mm-hmm.
The billion.
There's the guys about to join him too. Let me research it real quick.
Well, Benzema's joining Ronaldo. Benzema is joining Ronaldo in the Saudi league, but Messi is taking part.
There's a guy joining that
Miami
team.
So
I was reading yesterday about that Saudi guy. Hell, he sits on the board at Uber. Now he owns golf.
Yep.
I mean, he's got his fingers in a lot of stuff.
Well, he's starting at that Saudi golf league, the Saudi soccer league. Now he's going out. They got so much money, man. I mean, you're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
No, hundreds of billions of dollars, not hundreds of millions. They literally have hundreds of billions, but they're trying to westernize their country. So what they're doing is that they're putting all their money into everything over here.
I mean, I could start wearing one of those head wraps around in the summer.
Oh, my
I can do that.
I don't mind.
I mean, come on.
If they're going to pay me, sure.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I like a good bandana anyway, so come on. Let's do it.
But no, I feel bad for like Rory and guys like that just didn't take that money, and now that all these guys got that instant bonus.
Well, you know what, we talked about it last night, Ben. I thought yesterday.
We'll talk about it.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, I think that what they're going to do is they're going to give Rory and Matsuyama, they're going to give those guys a certain amount of money.
I think that's the only way that he's talking like
because you got to remember, everybody, you got $200 million, but not at once. That was over a 3-year period. Okay, it wasn't all at once. You didn't get $300 million at once. What you got is the $50 million or whatever for this year, but you had to play in all the events, and then the next year, if you play in all the events, then you get that money. That's how it worked. They didn't get it all up front. Okay, they didn't get it all up front. I don't know if y'all knew that. It was over a period of time. You had to play in all the events or all 3 years.
And they will for the next 3 years. They'll play in all the.
What you remember though, now they're combining, so there will be no more Live. There will be no more PGA Tour. There will be no DP World Tour. There will be one tour.
Yeah, if they got like a year of just nice
this year.
just which is
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
probably priceless.
That's what I
They got
think.
to go hang out with their kids.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With Rory and them, like Brooks Koepka and them, when he's talking about, oh, I want to play less golf. You played more golf when you went to live than you did in the PGA Tour. So don't say that to me. I'm not trying to listen to that nonsense that you're talking about. But I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about those guys.
No, I get
you know, and my thing is this: you got to give Rory, you got to give Monty. Because Drew, what did you say he turned down? What was it? 700 million or five? What was it? What you say it was?
Matsuyama turned down $750 million.
Yeah, by Strixon to
Yeah,
go.
And I didn't realize that Strixon was the world's largest supplier of golf attire. I did not know that until yesterday. Strixon.
Wow.
I would have thought Titleist or Callaway or somebody like that, but freaking Strixon is an Asian company, and they hold like 31% of market share.
Well, that's because all the people over in Asia buy Strixon. That's
exactly.
why.
That's
Not in America.
He has the biggest following of any golfer. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So I think they're gonna go ahead and compensate all the guys that they offered money to.
I think
Ricky
that's why
Fowler,
Rory
all of
had
them.
his press conference the way he did.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get paid. They're gonna get a
He was
nice
being-
up.
Yeah,
They're gonna get a nice
we're
bonus.
gonna give you 50% of what they told you.
Or we're gonna give up front. Here you go. Here's 1 year deal,
that's
and
what
then
I'm
we're gonna
saying,
pay you
something's gotta
per,
be given.
and then we're gonna give you a per tournament. What do you call it, Drew? Not finder's fee, but a stipend. Yes, they're gonna say, here you go. If you show up at this tournament, you
Basically,
get
basically a speaker fee.
yes, a speaker fee. Yes,
yeah, performance fee.
yeah, to make them all happy. To make them all happy about being loyal, but then feel like they don't feel like they got screwed.
Man.
And he's going to get it back too. If those guys show up for tournaments, and the crowds are going to be bigger, more merchandise is going to get sold.
Yeah.
More beer is going to be sold, and the tournament is going to garner more of the market share on TV if all those guys are playing. So
yeah, and then also, I didn't know this, Drew. That they had some sponsors who were backing out from the PGA Tour because the viewership was going down because Tiger's not playing anymore.
Yep.
So
100%. I mean, especially and then those guys aren't on, so people stop watching it.
Yep, and it just kind of goes away. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of happens.
What do you think Rory feels like though? I mean, like I know he had his press conference, but like, how do you think he actually feels?
I think he's feels betrayed, but
he probably feels like a guy who says he's going to do something and then doesn't show up.
Well, the thing, hey, by the way, Drew, I was talking to a professional golfer last night. He was at Cats. I don't know, Ben, you saw that group of guys that clearly they were the Nichols Hills group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know that group?
Yeah,
okay. A couple of those guys were my parents that I coached their kids. Well, they're doing the Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club. What do you call it, Drew, when you do the member guest tournament? Guest tournament. And it's two, so you get, as a member, you get a guest, and then you play a twosome.
I'm doing Galaxy this weekend.
Okay, well, so they're doing, this is the thing. So last night he said it was men's night, where they just go and they do kind of like a practice round and have fun or whatever. Then they go out and they just get wasted at the, that night they all came to Cats, shocking, after they left the Golf and Country Club. Go leave 63rd and drive, what has that been, a mile and a half, 2 miles, probably.
If that.
Yeah, from the Golf and Country Club to Cats.
Yeah, if that.
So anyway, they were in there. So what they do is they have men's night, and then tonight is the wife and girlfriend night. And then tomorrow night is wife and girlfriend night. But it's a 2-day deal, Drew, Ben. It's 2 days, not 1 day.
Oh, yeah.
2 days.
It's
Friday, Saturday.
That I'm going to is 3 days.
Yeah, it's just like, man, so it's practice round and then 3 days. But anyway, so I'm talking to him about it, and he said, this is a deal. As a professional golfer, the PGA Tour, he goes, what he did is he doesn't want anybody to know how much money he made after the Roger Goodell thing.
Monahan?
Yeah. And number two, he did it because he was not necessarily our favorite person, and so he basically did that to secure his future. Because now the players have no say. Because
except for Goodell does a great job.
Well,
little Sports Center update here. The Orioles are trying to jack up my 4-0 streak today. Come on now, we've got 3-2. Top eight, 1 out, man on second.
What was it, under 6?
Change pitchers and to give up a couple runs.
What was that, under 6?
Yeah, under 9.
Oh, under 9. Okay. But
They
anyway,
got
Yeah,
4
but
runs.
yeah. So anyway, what he was saying,
the Monahan deal, though.
what he was saying was, is that the players were not happy, and now they're really not happy
Well,
because
and I'm not happy just because. I mean, we talked about it yesterday, but the whole just him bringing up 9/11 was just not, and then him going against it. It's like, okay, man.
yeah,
I just don't like the morality deal. I understand you're securing the bag. I get that. That makes a lot of sense. I'd do the same thing, but like, just don't do it the way you did it. It's
well,
kind of just how I feel.
golf is now secure because those guys aren't. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Golf
no,
is secure.
it's done now. Yeah.
Okay, oh, by the way, I'm arguing with this guy, Drew, and I'm glad you went there because who knows what the hell you would have said. Because I was feeling pretty good by the time this guy tried to have this discussion with me.
Oh, then you guys been in trouble.
This guy goes, he says, the Saudis are going to come over and they're taking over all the sports. Next is the NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball.
No.
I said, in
Not
what?
gonna happen.
I go, in what? He goes, they got so much money, they're going to come over and they're going to buy all the professional sports. I said, and hockey too. He goes, yeah. I go,
Yeah.
no, they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Jerry Jones ain't gonna let that happen.
No, they're not.
I think they got one. Did they get one EPL team or something like that?
Yeah, they have one.
Like,
Yeah, but what I'm
so
saying is, I told him, I said, they
they're
might
trying to-
buy a
They
team.
might be able to buy the San Francisco Giants.
Oh, yeah, or a team.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might come get a team. Yes, anybody can do
They could
that.
probably buy the Arizona Coyotes right now.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, Ben? They can come. I think something to do. They can come get a team, but they're not going to come take over the NFL. They're not
No, I mean-
taking over Major League Baseball. They're not
No,
taking over
but,
the NBA. They're not doing that. That's not happening.
That's what I was saying yesterday. They're just trying to westernize. That's what. I mean, I read a whole bunch about it. They're just westernizing themselves. They're trying to take over golf and football. I mean, they're trying to, but it's not going to happen. You know, like that's why they're getting all those soccer players. They're paying them, crazy amounts of money.
Yeah, but what I'm
So-
saying is that's different than trying to come in and take over the
If they're
NFL.
smart, they'd buy the Coyotes and build an arena.
Yeah, but I mean, they got enough money. But do you really think Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft,
No.
the Murrah
No.
family are going to say, "Look, we don't
No.
give a shit how much money you got.
No,
we got
yeah.
we're
The
already
Browns,
big.
yeah, like
We're
the
already
Browns,
billionaires. We don't
Yeah,
we don't have as much money as you, but we got more money than we can spend. You're not doing nothing with us, especially the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think the American sports will go over that way, but I think that soccer and stuff like that are easily. Maybe I mean, golf is going to turn out that way, obviously, clearly. But I think there are a few sports that might turn out that way. I don't think hockey would ever go that way.
Well, no, I mean, but what I'm saying is you can buy teams. What I'm talking about to take over the league and run the league like golf.
You do something with soccer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. MLS, they can do it. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But I'm talking about this guy was trying to argue with me, saying that
no,
they're
I
going
don't-
to
I don't
they're going
think
to come
they
over and
have
take
enough-
over. Yeah, I said, dude, you're high. you're
There's like you could offer Jerry Jones $100 billion. He won't say yes.
You're not gonna take it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he won't take it. So there's yeah.
now his
And I
kids
think
might.
everybody else
Now his
can,
kids might.
Yeah, they might.
After Jerry's gone,
Yep.
I don't see them
I
turning it down.
guarantee you there'll be something in that
And
package.
we talked about
they take
yesterday,
over
he's
that
80.
because he can't sell it.
He's
Oh,
80
you
years
think?
old. Yeah. Oh, he'll put something. Yeah, he'll put something in his will saying they can't sell it for 5 generations.
What did
or
he
something
What did
like
he buy
that.
for? What was it? 183 million or 380 million? What was it?
153 million.
153 million. That's what it was.
And you know what's crazy about Dallas is they're valued so much they can't even put a value. They have no idea.
Yeah,
Well-
you have no idea what they're worth because of their whole like area around.
Yeah, they don't
them.
know.
They made that like Patriots place. They made that like Patriots place, that like Green Bay area where like there's all those bars around. There's things to do. So now and they own all the land.
Are you talking about
So
over
it's-
at the Ford Center? You talking about the Star by the Star in Frisco?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about in Frisco? Yeah.
Yeah, they own
they-
all that.
I've seen. I mean, they just truly don't know how to put a value on it.
Well, you got to figure if the Redskins went for what was it, 6 billion, 7 billion.
Yeah,
The Cowboys are
Yeah,
worth at
Redskins.
least 15,
probably 15 to 20.
20. Yeah, at least. They're the most valuable franchise in all of sports. So if you figure if they went for 7, that
Them
means
and the
Them and the
Yankees.
Yankees. Them and the
them and the Yankees, but the
Yankees
Cowboys,
and the what is that?
but the
Them and the
Cowboys.
Yankees.
But the Cowboys are the number one value of all sports, all teams, all everything, soccer, everything. I think the Yankees are 3rd or 4th. The Lakers are like 5th, and the team from over in the 2 soccer teams over there, those are over there. They're
AC
2nd and 3rd.
Milan.
Yeah, they're 2nd and 3rd behind the Cowboys. And that's what I'm saying. The Cowboys were at $5 billion. Now that what's the name got sold for $7 billion.
So I got it right here. I got $8 billion Dallas Cowboys, $6.4 billion New England Patriots, $6.2 billion Los Angeles Rams, $6 billion Yankees, $6 billion Giants, 5.5 billion Lakers, $5 billion Barcelona, and $4.6 billion Miami Dolphins.
Well, that reminds me. I'm gonna ask you guys this question too, because this guy was trying to argue. I said
That's off Forbes.
Well, I know, but he was sitting there talking about the number of professional franchises that are owned by families. And he was like, oh, I said, no. There's only maybe 5 or 6 or 7 franchises, maybe 10, in all of sports that are owned exclusively by a family.
Yeah, by a family.
By a family, not by a guy who's got the majority on, like the Walmart family. If they wanted to own the Broncos exclusively, they could have done that. They were just nice giving out some pieces. Don't you agree? They could have spent $6 billion without any issue and said, Walmart, we own. But they were trying to bring in Condoleezza Rice and all that other stuff.
They don't. There's no need to leverage themselves in it. They got other stuff going on.
Yeah. And so, but I said, go ahead, Ben.
And then I know Irsay for the Colts. I know he bought that for $1 million from his father.
Yeah,
it's now worth $3.6 billion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, his dad did that on purpose, so without the tax.
But he earned that $1 million before he paid him.
Well, no, I understand that. I understand that, but what I'm saying is he made it that low of a price, so you don't have the inheritance tax and all that stuff. That's what that was.
But now that's a good investment.
Yeah, well, but it's still the thing is that as far as families owning, who do you got? You have the Cowboys, you have the Lakers, you have the Giants, you have the Patriots.
Clearly, the Ursays.
The Ursays is 5. Who else?
The Browns.
Yes, that's 6. NBA, nobody know, right? Jordan.
I think we're just not thinking of people. There's got to be more than that. There's got to be like some old men that are hanging onto their chair that it just goes down to their chair that we're not thinking of.
You're a bad man.
No, there's got to be some old whites out there just hanging onto their chair.
Oh my God! Help me out, Drew.
Some old white helmets.
I don't even know what to say to you right now, man. God,
you know what I'm saying, though,
bro. God dang.
Sitting around the Spanish Cove.
Succession. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's Succession. Like,
my God.
You got some families that are
help
really
me, Drew. Drew,
there's got to be 40 more that we're not thinking of that we just don't.
Oh my God, dude! This went south quick. God dang, man.
Man, I hope we're not going back.
Everybody, I apologize for Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry, right now. Okay, I'm apologizing.
Getting close to the end of the week, we can tell.
Oh my God!
Hey, what I say does not reflect the views of the other people on this show.
Woo! Okay, on that way, we're gonna segue right. We're gonna segue. We're segueing off the show. We're going to segue right out of that. We're done right now. That's what we're going to do. I was going to do the football deal, do the AFC or the NFC South, the Saints and whatever, but we'll do that. We'll do that next week. So we have plenty of time. Yeah, this is probably a good time, Ben. He's breaking up. It's a good time for us to go right now. I think it's a good time. But anyway, hey, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching the show. Sorry that we cut off and got disconnected, but we got restreamed back on, and
Cheers, buddy.
And we had a nice viewership when this was going on before we got cut off. So that being said, hey, thanks, Ben, High Stick Harry, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Great show today. Great show today, guys, and I'll probably see you later this afternoon so I can watch the game.
Did you see my Colorado Buffalo updated prediction?
Anyways, hey, everybody, I want to thank y'all for being.
52 scholarship players. Good luck.
Everybody, thanks for watching the show today. I appreciate it. Everybody be safe. Peace.